Hi, my name's Mark Connolly. This assessment... shit. What did I say? Hi, my name's Mark Connolly. This documentary is about the PIP assessments and how they are failing mental health. Today I am with Anne, who's recently had an assessment done, so we're just going to have a chat with Anne to find out how her assessment went, especially around mental health. Hello, Anne.
Hi, Mark.
So how did your assessment go with when you had yours?
It went really badly. I was extremely anxious and distressed when I went to have mine. I was fortunate enough to have the foresight to record my interview. And I took someone with me.
Yeah.
And because I suffer with quite stressful mental health issues, I took some Valium and that before I went in, and painkillers for my back pain before I went in because I have chronic pain too. And when I went in, she was very managerial. She wasn't really sympathetic. She didn't come across as really listening to what I had to say. Whenever I tried to interrupt her and go on about the issues I had with mental health and how they were affecting my life, she didn't really listen. She just seemed to go down the list of questions on the screen and keep pulling me back to the issues that she had. She didn't really listen to the issues that I had, which she should have done. Because it's the issues that I had and how they're affecting my life that she should have been listening to, to be able to give me the points that I needed.
Do you feel that the assessments is detrimental to people with mental health?
Very much so. I'm a voice for mental health, and I help people with mental health issues, and the amount of people with mental health issues that I hear coming to me about the difficulties that they're having with PIP is very big, UK-wide, but I listen to a lot of people in Cambridgeshire and they're all suffering because of PIP, and they're not getting the points they need, or they're being extremely marked down from DLA to PIP.
Do you feel that the assessments are not built around people with mental health, they're built around people that have more physical disabilities than they are?
The questions are very much based for people with physical illnesses rather than those with mental health issues. There are only two questions that they mark you for on mental health issues, and those are mobility.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I was reading in one of the articles that 68% of people with mental health problems are turned down, but once they go to tribunal, they're actually awarded something. Is that correct?
That is correct. I think it's more because when they actually go to appeal, when you go to appeal, when you hand in paperwork for appeal, you're also handing over your medical records. Everyone calls for their medical records. So when you go in front of the four people that are there for appeal, one of them being a judge, one of them being a GP, one of them being somebody from PIP, and I can't remember who the fourth one is off bat because I get brain fog and stuff, but they get to see your medical records, they read your medical records and they see what's put down. People in PIP don't. And 9 times out of 10, although it says we may contact your GP, they don't. So they just go on the paperwork you send in. And a lot of people with mental health issues Some of them do only have their GP. They're not always on the pathways that mental health is set up. So if you don't have backup for your mental health issues, or you haven't been to see a psychiatrist in the last year, they'll just mark you down.
Do you think the assessments are fair for everybody, or do you think that they need a lot more work to be done to be more on an even keel? Do you feel
they're not fair? No. Bottom line, they're not fair. No.
Okay.
No.
Thank you, Anne. Thanks for your interview. The problem with the assessments, as you've just heard, that they're very prejudicial, and the stuff that you see in the news and you read in the news is very, very truthful. Sometimes that people with mental health don't get the voice they need. Anyway, that's me done. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.
Is that okay?